my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by, you are so very welcome indeed. Darlings, we are having a meet and greet of all meets and greets, and I am so excited. It's going to be an extravaganza, my darling. We have music, we have food, we have cupcakes, we have vendors, we have surprises, as well as an introduction to my brand. Darlings, I need volunteers. Yes, that time has come. I need volunteers. Darlings, you come in for free, no tickets. You get my brand. You get goodie bags. Yes. And we get to spend the evening together because we're going to be filling all of the goodie bags. We'll meet at the venue. I get to know all of you. I need volunteers. So many of you asked me last year, and this time I am more than prepared, my darling. So let me know. The management email is below because management will help me in recruiting our fabulous volunteers, and I cannot wait to see you like the week leading up to the big event. Yes. Are we living and loving? Yes. What am I wearing? I am wearing Liam, and it's a gorgeous dress. It's got so much personality, and I truly was in love with the color just sent me, and it's chiffon, and then it's got this beautiful silk slip underneath. So I have been busy, my darlings. I have been busy with my brand, You're Going to Live and Love. We're finalizing the packaging. I am busy with the meet and greet. I am a mom to my beautiful son Adrian. I'm a wife to my husband. I've got family coming in. I've got so many things that I'm doing that a lot of things really run past me, and I am grateful for Fumi Nation to always hint, drop things for me in my DMs on Instagram, emailing me on Facebook, on TikTok, everywhere and anywhere, because I miss stuff. So why are we here? We are here because it's so ludicrous to me that I even have to say it, but I have to address it. We are here because people are up in arms over a post Meghan put up in relation to celebrating her daughter's 4th birthday. And so they were showing the journey and how they were dancing in preparation for her to come because her 2 pregnancies, the babies were a week late. I saw it. I did not think anything of it other than how fast time flies. That was it. I didn't think of anything other than that. So let me just get my computer. So I had a beautiful Fumi Nation sister who sent me a note, and I thought it was strange because, let me just get to it. There you go. I got a message that said, "Hello Fumi, you look great. We miss you in the squad corner." Again, I read all of your messages. So I responded because I thought it was just a strange comment. And I said, "Oh, I love and miss you too, beautiful. I'm always with our squads." And I was writing, I said to myself, did I miss something? Of which I wrote, did I miss an update? Hugs and kisses. XOXO, mwah. I didn't think anything of it because I hadn't seen anything. But then upon reflection, I do realize that I'm not on social media as much, again, because of all the things that I have to do in preparation for the meet and greet next month, my brand and all of that. It's a lot for me, and I am a very, very hard worker, and I pay a lot of attention to detail, and I do everything myself. I'm going to be delegating. I promise you, I'm going to be delegating. Until another Fumi Nation niece sent me this. That was when I began to pay attention, and I pinned it in the comment section. She goes on to say, "Dear Auntie Fumi, will you do a video about Meghan Markle twerking and slut dropping in the delivery suite? I thought it was gross on many levels. Would love your take on it. Apologies for putting my question here on this video. Thanks, Auntie Fumi. You know what? I even need some water because I was speechless. I was speechless because when I was pregnant, I swam. Happy Saturday, my loves. So this is me officially 9 months. Just look. Ooh. I still feel fantastic. I still feel good. It's been such a pleasure carrying him. I hope he's as proud of me as I am as proud of him. I don't know what to say. I'm so overwhelmed because it's coming to an end and it feels like it happened so. So anyway, I'm feeling and seeing signs of delivery anytime. You know, body's ready. Yes, let's do this. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked. Yes, baby. I'm a strong mama. So I just want to give you guys an update, okay? Mama is 9 months. And technically, you're supposed to have till like 40 weeks. So we'll see. Okay, my loves. Happy Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend. Love you. I swam. I danced. Literally every other day. For those of you that are OG Fumi Nation followers, you know. And all I could eat was oatmeal and salad. That's all I could take in without throwing up. But when I tell you that I danced and I moved around and being in Adrian, let me check. Wait, hold on, guys. Ula, is he okay? Why is he crying? You're going down? Okay. Sorry. I can't stand it when Adrian cries and I don't get up. The nanny is there, Ula is there, and still I feel as if he needs me, you know. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to put this down. Needless to say, I swam, I ran around, I did all of that. And when I announced that I was expecting, I was 8 months pregnant, my tummy was out to here. And somebody said, oh, is it prosthetic? I thought it was very odd. I wasn't offended. I just thought I was just reflecting on the stupidity of the individual. But, you know, did I care? No. Needless to say, we have this young niece who is telling me that she is behaving slutty, that she's this and that. And I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed because I now see without a shadow of a doubt that they will always come for Meghan. They will always find something wrong with her. They will always push that narrative in the media. Anything this woman does. And Meghan, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that this has had to be part of your life. It won't last forever. And you will always have me to support you. Please don't misunderstand me. If Meghan does something wrong, I will say so. I will say so. But this is ridiculous. Do you know how many women are athletes? We had Serena Williams, who was playing tennis when she was expecting. We have so many athletes. We have so many dancers. Go to TikTok. You will see so many women in different stages of pregnancy, still moving, still lifting weights, still dancing. In Africa, they will get up every single day and they go to the market with baskets on their head. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking? The ridiculousness of it all. Because you want to hit on her so badly. And I have to bring this up. That's what they said about Beyonce. That Beyonce's pregnancy wasn't real. And I remember our beautiful Wendy Williams pushed that narrative. Despite the fact that Wendy Williams also had difficult pregnancies and miscarried before she had hers. People today say it's the karma for what she did to Beyonce. Beyonce is in London living her best life, dropping it like it's hot. And we have Wendy Williams, who is under a conservatorship she cannot get out of. Divorced from her husband, who had a baby on her and couldn't give a damn, and wants to marry her again in order to get another half of the wilted $50 million. You've got to be careful with karma, because it will come back to you. And it happened to me. I had a personal experience. Someone who told my husband that Fumi wasn't pregnant. She's faking it. As a matter of fact, the pregnancy that she had, of which we lost, it was a fake pregnancy. I wept because I didn't know that there were people with such vitriol then. Needless to say, about a couple of years later, she miscarried at 20 weeks. She even named the daughter Valentina. That's the confidence that, oh, she'll have the baby. And she came looking for me, begging for mercy. And I told her, apology accepted, access denied. I'm only telling you, I've been here on this earth for 56 years. And I've seen one or two things. Be very careful with things that you talk about. Be very careful when you talk about other women. Be very careful about other women, about their pregnancies, about their children, especially when they are God's children. Be very careful. The comment section with that. Underneath said, please take your nonsense questions somewhere else. She was dancing a trending dance and having fun trying to get the baby to come sooner. That's it. Nothing more. Slut dropping, shaking my head. What was so gross about the video? If you could expand and clarify your thoughts. Underneath that, I don't think Fumi will comment to this question because we all love Meghan on this page. This is not a negative page. How long ago was that? Girl, get over it and move on. The same niece that asked the question and wanted my opinion goes on to say, that's why I wanted Fumi's take. All I've seen on YouTube is people being disparaging about her. I'm English and I'm not used to our royal family doing things like that, which is why I was a bit shocked. I enjoy watching Fumi's videos, but I feel pushed out now. Guess I'm not welcome here anymore. It's the first time I've ever reached out to Fumi for some help. Then the next comment was, wait, how is that a bad thing? So I'm going to address my beautiful little niece who is English. Do you see how you feel? And that's only with 3 little comments. Do you see how you feel? You don't feel welcome. You feel bullied. Can you imagine how Meghan feels? And they have every right to say this, my darling niece, because you went on to talk about, I think, that she's slut dropping. I thought it was gross on many levels. You put your opinion. If you had just said, Auntie Fumi, can you comment on all the vitriol that's going on about Meghan Markle in relation to the video she put out? Not a problem. Then you would not have gotten the backlash you got. But do you see how it feels? Can you imagine what Meghan feels? She cannot do anything right. She cannot do anything at all. She's the worst person on earth. The Queen passed away. She's responsible for that. Really? Not Prince Andrew, who was entwined with the Epstein scandal. Not Prince Andrew, not him. Really. And not the other scandals that has happened in the royal family. Meghan is responsible for all of it. Give me a break. Give me a break. That I even have to address it. My God. My God, the trolls are trolling. I said, wow, 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 wow. You go on to say it's not a real pregnancy. I was shocked. Labor and delivery nurse of 25 years in the US here. Never, never in all my years as a nurse in the labor and delivery department have I ever seen a woman in labor at her age or any age dance like this prior to giving birth. Not only is her belly in the wrong position, but the movement is completely physically impossible regarding her hips. At this late stage of pregnancy, babies are fully well into their lower abdomen in preparation for delivery. There is no equivalent. She's not in a gown. She does not have a hospital band. She's wearing jewelry on her hand, and she supposedly has an IV in, which is flopping around all over the place. This is clearly fake. Because you were there. Because you are talking about every pregnancy. I was 49 when I gave birth to Adrian. I had a C-section at 10:42 p.m. on the 7th of October. And the following morning I got up and I walked out of that hospital with makeup and high heels. I breastfed my child while there were other women of 21, 22, 29 who were unable to breastfeed. I was able to breastfeed Adrian, to the point that I offered to breastfeed other children, other babies in the ward. I was in there for 4 days. I was in labor. I had contractions. I was fine. I was what? I was fine. Don't talk about anybody when you don't know about the pregnancy. Don't talk about anybody. You want to troll other people? I will tell you right now, I don't know what you were doing for 25 years, but you're the worst nurse ever because you don't know what you're talking about. You're a hot mess. All of you out here, you're trolls. I will stand by it anywhere. What a joke. And it is because it's Meghan. If it was anybody else, you would not have said anything. You'd have said, oh, how beautiful. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, how flexible she is. You know, I have to think about it. Wow, 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 wow. Because homegirl is half black. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It renders me speechless. Meghan, do your thing. Make your money. Continue to apply pressure on these fools. Because that's what they are. These are fools. These are people that go out here and they do episodes about you because it gets traction. Because they're going to constantly push this negative narrative about you. Because you took their prince. Because he fell in love with you. He couldn't see past you. And he left everything because of what he had, the value in you. Congratulations on little Lilibet. Again, like I said then, how time flies. How time flies. Enjoy your life. Continue to push through. You will always have me. Like I said, I'm your squad sister. I'm the squad champion. I will always be here when people want to change the narrative and make you into a monster. It's so sad because this little girl who sent me this message doesn't have any clue. She doesn't have any clue. And because that's what she sees, she's going with it. You see, to be brave, you have to be strong. To be strong and to be brave can be lonely. I don't mind if I don't have any friends. I don't mind. I'm good alone. I eat alone because I know what I bring to the table. I'm not afraid to tell the truth. For me, the truth is my power. It's my superpower. I stand by women. If I see something wrong, I will say it. I stand on business for every one of you too. And I don't want you to troll this little girl, our little niece. I think that she just didn't know. And she was genuinely asking. And I think she put that out there just because she thought that was what to say because she saw everybody doing it. So I tell you, my little niece, never be a follower. Never follow for the sake of follow. If it's a movement that you believe in, okay, you take charge and you contribute to that movement. This is a movement. This is a movement to destroy this woman. And I don't know why. I rack my brains because I'm like, what did Meghan do that badly? What did she do? You know what she did? Because it's coming to me now. I think that she obviously did not know what it would entail in being a royal. I totally believe that. And I think that she tried her best to do as much as she could, but it was affecting her mental health, and it was terribly unjust and terribly unfair. I was here. I saw it. And it's so ironic because I said to myself, Meghan, I don't know if you can do this, Mama. I don't know if you can do this. I don't know whether this is something that you should continue to push. I don't know whether this is good for you. The spirit comes to me like that. The following 2 days was when they made the announcement that they were leaving. And I think because it has never happened where a royal has actually left and said, you know what, not working for me. I think they blame her for Harry leaving. What they don't know is that Harry had mentally, emotionally, if not physically, had left the royal family years ago. He spent most of his time in Africa, to the point that his father even brought it up and said, Harry spends more time abroad in Africa than he does here. Children develop and children have their own childhood traumas, of which Diana's passing was huge. He put it there in spare. He talked about it. And he also talked about it in his book, about how they were dancing. It was a celebration. And she said 4 years ago today, this also happened. Both of our children were a week past their due dates. So when spicy food and all that walking and acupuncture didn't work, there was only one thing left to do. And she was just dancing and having fun. And you have turned even that into a hot smoking mess. But you know what? Meghan continued to shine. I also follow this page and I love them. Duchess of Sussex. They are fabulous for our squaddies. If you want positive, loving vibes. Baby Mama Dance. While waiting for Lily, Meghan shared a video of her and Harry dancing the Baby Mama Dance as they waited for Lily's birth. Harry actually mentioned this in his book Spare. We ended up eating In-N-Out burgers and fajitas in the hospital room, then dancing like maniacs. It was our way of celebrating and staying hopeful. God bless you both. And there is Adrian crying. So I have to go now, my darlings. Mama Bear always. Protect your peace, my darlings. Protect your peace and always stay positive. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. I have to run to my darling son Adrian because he's crying. Okay.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking.
The value of the information that we were given. So it's not overwhelming. It was very clearly laid out. It was accessible even for someone that's not familiar with public relations.
Now I'm leaving, feeling more PR ready. What I thought I knew, I now know more. What I came to do, I've done so much more.
If you are serious about really growing your business or growing your brand, then like this is really this is a must.
And I love the fact that I came away from it feeling and knowing that I now have a clear pathway for the things I want to do next for my business.
I'm literally in awe.
I feel like I can pitch. There's so many platforms that I've wanted to go on, so many podcasts or just things that I thought I can only dream about. But in this retreat and just through the classes and the sessions, I really learned how to actually reach out to those platforms, to those huge platforms.
Know that when it comes to PR, Nina gonna put you together, okay? During our sessions, how she walked us through the playbook and she had us complete tasks. It gave us a sense of clarity.
Nina, you did that. You brought a group of amazing women together and you helped us bond, see our worthiness. And yeah, it was everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Yes, it's really been a unforgettable experience.
This is by far the most impactful few days I've had in a very long time.
Nina, you have no idea how profoundly your journey has impacted my journey.
Don't even think about not signing